Tell me about European explorers. So we're going to start with between, our preposition from last year, between the late 1400s and we make the mid 1500s. Diaz, we make a D, and he's gonna round the Cape of Good Hope. We're really hoping. And then Amerigo, make an A. Vespucci, I didn't say that. Vespucci. He sailed to the Americas. And then Balboa, we quickly make a B. Balboa, and then across Central America to the Pacific. And we're going to go right to the Pacific. And then we make an M for Magellan's crew sailed around. We're going to make a globe. And then Coronada, make a C, explored the American, hand on your heart, and SW Southwest. So here we go. Tell me about European explorers. Between the late 1400s and the mid 1500s, Diaz rounded the Cape of Good Hope. Amerigo Vespucci sailed to the Americas. Balboa crossed Central America to the Pacific. Magellan's crew sailed around the globe, and Coronado explored the American Southwest. Tell me about absolute monarchs. Dun, dun, dun. So we'll do 1500s is 5 twice. 1800s, we make an 8 in our, that's for 18. And then an H for Henry. There's an H of England, and we're going to rest on our cane. Make an L for Louis. And 14, where we're going to flash 4 of France. Make the sign for France. And then make a P for Philip, the second of Spain. That's the sign for Spain. And then we have Peter, make a P, and the sign for great of Russia, just Russia. And then we have Frederick, make a F, Frederick, the great, again, of P, Prussia, and ruled during the age, we grab our beard for age of absolute monarch. So here we go. Between the 1500s and 1800s, Henry VIII of England, Louis XIV of France, Philip II of Spain, Peter the Great of Russia, Frederick the Great of Prussia, ruled during the age of absolute monarchs. Dun, dun, dun. Tell me about the history of Russia.
So we're going to do 900s. This is 9. 900s, 1500s, 1700s. So, and then we're going to do V for Vladimir. The first brought Christianity, so we'll make a cross. Christianity to Russia, so we're rushing in the 900s. And so now we'll do 1500s. So in the 1500s, Sir Ivan the Terrible unified, so we're unifying Russia, so we'll rush again. And then Peter the Great and Catherine the Great expanded and westernized Russia in the 1700s.
900s, 1500s, 1700s. Let's do it again. Vladimir the First brought Christianity to Russia in the 900s. In the 1500s, Tsar Ivan the Terrible unified Russia. Peter the Great and Catherine the Great expanded and westernized Russia in the 1700s, 900s, 1500s, 1700s. Tell me about the French, and here's a sign for French, the French Revolution. So in 1789, we'll make a 7, 8, 9. The French, and then Revolution began when citizens, make a C, stormed the Bastille, a B, and fought for the declaration, here's a sign for declaration, of the rights of men. So the sign of rights of men. And then we do later, and then during the reign of terror, the aristocrats' heads, let's do a sign for heads, were removed by the guillotine. So here we go. Tell me about the French Revolution. In 1789, the French Revolution began when citizens stormed the Bastille and fought for the declaration of the rights of men. Later, during the reign of terror, the aristocrats' heads were removed by the guillotine. Tell me about the battle. Show me again the sign for battle. Waterloo, we our pinky and thumb touch, make a W, and we drink for water, and then L for Lou. So it's sign for Napoleon Bonaparte. Of the French, we know the sign for French. Empire is E, and the sign for defeated at the battle or war. Remember the sign for battle or war. Again, at Waterloo by British, sign for British or England. General, we're going to salute and make a W for Wellington, and we're going to shake hands for Allies. Soon after the War of 1812 in the United States, we get patriotic. So here we go. Tell me about the Battle of Waterloo. And here we go. Napoleon Bonaparte of the French Empire was defeated at the Battle of Waterloo by British General Wellington and his allies soon after the War of 1812 in the United States. Tell me about the Industrial Revolution. So there's a sign for industry and revolution. So we're going to do watts, like watts, and then steam coming out over here. Watts steam engine. Then we're going to push a cart for Cartwrights, and then show our power, and then our L for looms. And Whitney's WC for cotton, and a G for gin. Spurred, we're going to hit our cowboy spurs. Spurred the Industrial Revolution that began, the sign for began, in the 1760s. So here we go. Tell me about the Industrial Revolution. Choo, choo! Watts steam engine, Cartwright's power loom, and Whitney's cotton gin spurred the Industrial Revolution that began in the 1760s. Woo, woo. Tell me about World War I leaders.
So it's saying, tell me about World War I leaders.
All right.
So what
Started in 1914 and ended in 1918. What started in 1914 and ended in 1918. Clemenceau of France, Lloyd George of England, Nicholas II of Russia, Wilhelm II of Germany, and Wilson of the United States were leaders during World War I. Tell me about World War I countries. During World War I, Great Britain, France, and Russia were allies. Austria, Hungary, and Germany, which were called the Central Powers. In 1917, the United States entered the war, assisting the Allies.